Guns! Folks love them, argue about them, and half the time they can't tell a shotgun from a shoulder scratch. That's why we're breaking down every type of gun. Pistols, rifles, even bows, cause why not? No mall ninja babble, no tactical peacocking, just good old common sense, some dad jokes, and enough ammo facts to make your Uncle Earl jealous at the next barbecue. So grab a cold one and let's fire this up. Pistols are the undisputed champs of personal defense, still strutting their stuff in 2025 like they own the place. These short-barreled sweethearts slip under your hoodie easier than your ex slips into your DMs at 2 a.m. Ooh, it's dirty. Glock's still the benchmark, pumping out their Gen 5 line. Meanwhile, Beretta and Sig Sauer keep on flexing on the competition by dropping models so slick you'd think they were influencers shilling protein powder. Most folks tote 9mm. Why? Ammo costs less than your daily iced oat milk latte habit, and modern hollow points expand like your waistline after a month of tailgate food. Quote John Wick in Casual Conversations, but even they gotta admit, with today's ammo, the 9mm gets the job done just fine. Security guards, concealed carriers, wannabe John McClanes, they all stick with pistols because they're compact, quick to draw, and won't yank your pants down like strapping on a full-size rifle. It's practically its own genre. Watch me waste ammo with no follow-up groupings. Still, it's fun. I mean, we ain't here for fine art. Now rifles, they bring a whole different flavor of fun. These long-barreled beauties are meant for sending around so far downrange that your group chat couldn't even gossip that far, because in the bolt-action world, you're the driver, chambering every round by hand, feeling all rugged and majestic. It's like the granola girl version of guns, one with nature, patient, probably journaling about it later. Every shot's deliberate, no spray and pray nonsense. But then you got the little offshoot of semi-automatic rifles. These workhorses eat up rounds and cycle themselves, letting you stay on target faster than a cat locked in on a laser pointer. AR platforms in 2025, oh, they are lighter, got adjustable gas systems, not to mention hybrid barrels that stay cool, plus smart optics that track your breathing, heart rate, and probably how often you doom scroll YouTube shorts. And you know it is way too often. Hunters love them for varmint control and hog hunts, and home defenders out in the boonies, same story. Nothing wrong with being prepared if some intruder decides your front porch furniture looks pawn shop worthy at 3 a.m. But hunting rifles are your gateway drug that maybe your grandpa handed you when you were knee high and still mispronouncing camo. These days they're tougher, more corrosion resistant, and have stocks that handle rough weather better than your cousin handles breakups, which is to say, 0 tears, lots of cold beers.
Not bad, not bad.
Pump-action hunting rifles and semi-autos are perfect if your aim's shakier than a Zoomer's commitment to a 9 to 5. Miss that first shot? Rack it. Send it another. All before the deer even figures out what gender it identifies as this week. Double-barreled break-action shotguns, those are the classics, used by men with beards that smell like pipe tobacco and victory. Plus, a whole bunch of new hunting rifles come with suppressor-ready threads and digital scopes that can live stream your shots straight to your phone. Yeah, you heard me right. You can literally send a Snapchat of you dropping a buck from 200 yards before your hands stop trembling. Meanwhile, your vegan cousins on Instagram sharing quinoa bowls. Balance, folks. Deer and quinoa, anybody? Now we're gonna be cooking with some high-octane freedom here. Machine guns are the hold my beer of the firearm world. Ammo hogs that'll keep barking lead as long as your finger's on the trigger and your wallet's got ammo money left. Military squads still rely on these monsters to keep heads down, pin folks behind cover, and basically ruin the enemy's weekend plans. They're kind of the original cancel culture, except instead of losing followers, you're losing the will to peek over a sandbag. And there is a whole family tree of machine guns. Light machine guns, portable enough for a grunt to lug around, and you know, these are the gym bros of the bunch, all functional muscle. Medium machine guns are usually bigger calibers, and they usually need a bipod or tripod because your shoulder would quit if you tried to stand up mag dump those. And heavy machine guns are the absolute beasts. These babies get bolted onto trucks or nests, basically saying, hey pal, you sure you want to invade this position? Modern models come with recoil timing that'll make a marketing team jealous. New carbon barrels and advanced feed systems keep them cooler and running longer. Alright, let's talk about America's favorite get off my porch sound effect, the pump shotgun. That ka-chunk is so iconic it's practically ASMR for homeowners. But a burglar? A burglar hears that noise and suddenly they reconsider their entire career path. Yeah, maybe working in fast food ain't so bad. The pump action's got that hand sliding mechanism that ejects the spent shell and shoves in a fresh one. It's simple, it's robust, and it doesn't jam easy, kind of like a 90s pickup truck. Whether it's a Mossberg 500, Remington 870, or Benelli Nova, these shotguns are built to keep ticking even if you accidentally drop it off the ATV. They mostly run 12 gauge, which is big enough to rearrange the feathers on any duck you pointed at, or 20 gauge if your shoulder's built more for frappes and farm chores. Folks love them for hunting birds and small game, or as a no-nonsense home defense option. Law enforcement keeps them handy too. There's something persuasive about a scattergun that says, you know, we could talk this out, or we really could not. Modern shells, well, they got all fancy, from reduced recoil loads to home defense frangibles that minimize punching through drywall into your neighbor's house, because Karen don't need to be part of your 3 a.m. panic, fella. Now, if pistols are the Spotify playlist of the gun world, revolvers are your uncle's vinyl collection. Oh, they are old school, timeless, and still cooler than half the flashy gadget folks that people carry around just to flex. Revolver's got a drum that spins around after every shot, lining up a fresh round like a sushi conveyor at a bougie mall. Most hold between 5 and 7 rounds, which that's not exactly groundbreaking capacity in a world full of 17-round plastic fantastics, but revolvers bring unmatched reliability, less springs, fewer moving doodads to gum up. You pull the trigger, the hammer drops, boom. Your problem either stops moving, or at least has to reconsider their life choices and run away. Sometimes crawl away. It's why these chunky wrist snappers are still strapped to the hips of folks from country cops to suburban dads who just want to feel like Clint Eastwood in a produce aisle. Smith & Wesson and Colt keep cranking out beauties. Being the Python and the 686, those are basically the Rolexes of the wheel gun universe. Plus, there's something just about watching that cylinder swing out to load. It's mechanical poetry, baby. No software updates required. In 2025, with everyone bragging about smart triggers and biometric safeties, the revolver crowd's still over here saying, yeah, that's cute. I'll just keep my spinny gun that always goes bang. 2 words. Sniper rifles. Man, these are the quiet kings of the gun world. Long, heavy, and deliberate. So precise they can pick a zit off your nose from 2 towns over. Used by military sharpshooters and police marksmen, sniper rifles ain't about spraying and praying. They're about taking their sweet time to make sure the shot counts. Usually bolt action, because that design's tighter than a frat bro's neon tank top. These rifles give you top-tier mechanical consistency. Pull the bolt back, chamber around, line it up, slow your breathing, send that bullet so far the USPS might lose track of it. Modern sniper rigs in 2025, oh boy, they've got carbon wrap barrels to keep weight down, muzzle brakes that take the punch out of recoil, and smart scopes that do all the ballistic math for you. Literally, they compensate for wind, drop, and even your heartbeat if you got the fancy biometric ones. Basically, Snapchat filter tech for bullets. Let me fix your flaws so you still hit. Meanwhile, your local fud's at the range with a surplus Mosin yelling about real steel. Good for him. God bless his mullet. These rifles exist to neutralize threats before the poor sap even knows someone's looking at him. You ever see those memes about sniper detected in games where suddenly the screen goes blurry and your character ragdolls? Yeah, that's a real life vibe, except way less respawn. And hey, if you're on a ridge somewhere popping vermin at 400 yards for your land's sake, that's just a Tuesday night, baby. Now, if sniper rifles are the cold, quiet, emotionally unavailable ex, submachine guns are your chaotic friend who wants to start karaoke at 2 a.m. after 6 tequila shots. These compact bullet blenders crank out hundreds of rounds a minute, designed for clearing tight rooms, hugging corners, and making sure the other guy stays firmly behind his concrete. In the old days, they ran pistol rounds, but modern versions, your FN Mini-Me and M249 SAW setups, these run 5.56 NATO, so you get more speed, more poke, and still keep them portable. Typically in mag format, they're built to lay down hate. Yeah, way down range there, until either your target gives up or your ammo fund cries uncle. Alright, one of the two. In modern ties, they're tricked out with cool recoil systems and polymer frames that keep them lighter. So yeah, if the zombies ever show up or your local HOA turns into a cult, this is the stuff you want when you gotta clear hallways like you're the IRL Rainbow Six operator. But man, after all that high-speed testosterone, let's ease it back down to the chill zone. Air rifles are kind of like the therapy dogs of the firearm family. They run on compressed air or CO2, sending these tiny little pellets scooting along to pop cans or knocking over gophers and keep treating your garden as an all-you-can-eat salad bar. They are dead quiet. Backyard friendly, quiet. You can practice in suburbia, and Karen next door won't even pause her MLM pitch about essential oils. I know that one hits hard. And you want to talk affordable? Tin of pellets cost less than your morning coffee. Maintenance is easy too. No gas blocks, no carbon fouling. Just wipe it down, keep the seals happy, and you are good. Kids start with these, sure, but don't act like grown-ups aren't out here playing with high-end air rifles. Some of these modern PCP rigs have regulators and carbon tanks, as well as adjustable stocks and smart scopes that literally record shot strings to your phone. Because if you can't flex your backyard 5-shot group on IG stories, did you even shoot? Gen Z says no. Plus, it's the safest way to practice fundamentals. Sights, trigger squeeze, breathing, all that jazz. If you mess up, well, the pellet's not going to tunnel through 3 fences and into your neighbor's above-ground pool, which means fewer awkward HOA meetings where you got to bring apology cookies. But now we're going to throw it way back, Stone Age edition. That's right, bows and arrows. They're the original ranged firearm. Fast forward to today, and archery's still a pretty massive deal. You got your recurves, your longbows, and your compound bows, and the recurve crowd acts like they're reenacting Braveheart in the backyard. Longbows are pure tradition that say, I split logs for fun. And compounds, well, those are mechanical fever dreams of cams, stops, and let-offs that let you hold full draw with half the muscle strain. You can thank modern engineers who apparently decided bro science should apply to bow limbs. And in 2025, compounds have laser pin sights, stabilizers with micro tuners, and even Bluetooth modules that track your draw cycles, so your fancy app can post your stats while you're feeling like your inner Legolas. And let's not forget, archery's still an Olympic sport. You can literally wear spandex on international TV, fling pointy sticks 70 meters, and have people call you an elite athlete. That's about the biggest I did it for the plot win possible. Well, that about sums up every type of gun worth jawing about, plus a few pre-firearm ones just to keep it spicy. Whether you're a team bolt action, sub-gun demon, or you're out here missing soda cans with your air rifle like a budget John Wick, there's something here for everybody who likes sending projectiles downrange. So, hey, do me a solid. Smash that like button harder than a pump action racks a shell. Drop a comment telling me what you want to see me roast or explain next. And make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next round of Buck Tanner Wisdom. We'll see ya.